toward an officer and then toward a police vehicle, which prompted officers to fire at Girard.
So tonight, with this new video showing the moments of that shooting, we're providing you the perspectives of a retired FBI agent who can speak to how the officers handled this, a witness to the shooting, the county prosecutor who is handling the case, and the mayor who sits on the police board. So first, let's start with that surveillance video, which shows the quick decisions that were made on both sides.
Now, we want to warn you here, some viewers may find this video disturbing, but we are showing it to you so you can see exactly what happened and how it happened. KSHB 4119 reporter Sarah Plake walks us through the video and talk with an expert to answer one big question. Was this use of deadly force justified?
KSHB 41 News exclusively obtained this video showing the moments leading up to KCPD officers shooting and killing a man in a gas station parking lot. The video is just 47 seconds. It shows you how quickly these situations unfold and how each person involved is making split-second decisions. The man seen getting into this SUV was identified as 31-year-old Zach Girard. The Missouri State Highway Patrol, who is now investigating, says this SUV was stolen. Police had eyes on it sitting at the gas station at 55th and Prospect. They pulled up as soon as Girard got in.
They pull over him, they put lights on him.
The gas station clerk was watching every moment.
They might be told him to stop, come out, but he didn't come out and he's trying to run away.
We asked Michael Tabman, retired FBI special agent with 27 years of law enforcement experience, to review the video. He's not involved in the investigation.
They made basically a felony car stop where they approached the individual, guns drawn, which is their discretion.
You see Girard abruptly backs out and puts the SUV in drive, crashing into this white police van and appearing to bump this officer. That's when two police officers started shooting.
Let's understand, he's not being shot because he stole a car. He's being shot at for his actions while trying to be apprehended. He's already shown a willingness to run over a police officer.
The SUV rolled to a stop, and Girard later died. Tabman did point out that if officers boxed in the driver, it may have prevented the driver from backing out in the first place.
You want to avoid that situation. This is why we don't want things going mobile.
Tabman says because he thinks the vehicle was used as a weapon and posed a danger to the officers and other people, officers needed to control the situation.
And the question will also come, oh, but now he was fleeing. Couldn't they just let him go and get him another day? And the answer is no. That's not how the system works.
We also talked to a use of force expert with the ATF. They say these situations are viewed considering the totality of the circumstances known to the officer at the time he used force. And the question is not whether the officer could have done something different, but was what he did reasonable. Tabman says in this case, he thinks lethal force was reasonable.
Once you're confronted with life and death situation, you have to make a decision. And I think in that situation, they responded appropriately.
Sarah Plake, KSHB 41 News.
The Missouri State Highway Patrol is gathering information and working alongside the Jackson County Prosecutor's Office. The prosecutor will review the case and decide if the officer's actions were justified.
And part of ensuring a robust review is communication with the community along the way. Mayor Quinton Lucas says it's all about building up trust between the police and the people they serve.
I think early communication is the most important thing we can do. We are trying to do better in connection with sharing people the facts, right? Making sure that we are sharing the investigation being independent with the Highway Patrol or in some situations another party, but not our own officers investigating their sister and brother officers. And I think more than that, it's getting more information out as soon as you can. We don't always live up to that.
Transparency is key, something the Jackson County prosecutor wants her working relationship with the police department. Senior I-Team reporter Jessica McMaster talked with Gene Peters-Baker, who tells us while this one video provides good information, it doesn't tell the entire story.
It was a real dynamic situation on that parking lot.
Jackson County prosecutor Gene Peters-Baker says she's received additional video from body and dashboard cameras from several officers.
There are multiple videos that we've had an opportunity to view, and it tells a much greater story than the one that is going to be aired with this piece. However, I just think it's important to caution people that even though it's a clear and good video, that there's a lot of other video to take a look at before ultimate determinations are made.
In the past, Peters-Baker says it's been hard to investigate cases that involve KCPD, claiming the department didn't always provide her with enough information.
I'm really encouraged that there's been sort of a shifting, of trust, or a shifting of how quickly my staff is allowed in.
While Peters Baker is working with Missouri State Highway Patrol, the agency investigating the shooting, Peters Baker says her relationship with KCPD has improved.
On Sunday evening, I was able to go to the scene. I was able to see video at the scene. There's a much more fluid working relationship now.
Peters Baker isn't certain when she'll make a determination based on the evidence, but says the goal is to be transparent with the people who live here.
I can tell you that this has been one of the smoothest processes that we've had so far, so I'm really encouraged.
Jean Peters Baker tells us she will make all of that video available as soon as she can. For the I-Team, I'm Jessica McMaster, KSHB 41 News.
And that video, it could include body camera video worn by officers involved. All KCPD officers have worn them since April 2021.
But that's KCPD. As for Jackson County Sheriff's deputies, they will be issued their own starting tomorrow. The sheriff says cameras alone, though, aren't enough to help build trust.
This is just not one of those things where we automatically think we're going to have cameras and everybody's going to trust us. We have to continue to build trust, and what's most important is that we have to build trust pre-incident. We can't wait to after an incident to build trust.
Again, this is a new policy which will require deputies to wear cameras during their shifts and secondary jobs. The footage will be used in addition to in-vehicle cameras, which are already in use.
We are committed to providing you diverse perspectives to important stories in our community. Tell us about a topic you'd like us to go 360 on. Send us an email, 360@kshb.com.